ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి, జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Let us do some problems. 24 grams of metal reacts with an acid. So here metal is, let us assume metal reacting with acid and say here acid is the substance and liberates hydrogen gas. Right, volume of hydrogen gas produced at STP is given. You have to find the equivalent weight of metal. So mass of metal reacted is given, volume of hydrogen displaced at STP is given. So I can use this formula, number of gram equivalence formula, weight of metal reacted, number of gram equivalence of metal reacted, that is weight by equivalent weight of metal equal to, here instead of mass volume is given, volume of hydrogen displaced at STP by, recollect you have to write equivalent weight. If mass is given, equivalent weight of hydrogen is 1, at STP 1 gram of hydrogen occupy how much volume? 11.2 liters. Of course this is must be in liters. Weight of metal reacted, it is given 24, equivalent weight of metal, let us assume it as E. Volume of hydrogen displaced at STP is given as 22.4 liters by 11.2 liters. So we require E equal to 24 by 22.4 into 11.2, that is equal to 24 by 2, you will get 12. Coming to the next one, the equivalent weight of the element is 4. Equivalent weight of element is 4. Okay, it's a chloride, has a vapor density 59.25, vapor density 59.25, valency of the element, let valency of element be V, valency of the element be V, then what is the valency equal to? 2 into vapor density of its chloride by equivalent weight of element plus 35.5. So this is 2 into 59.25 by equivalent weight of element is given as 4, 35.5. So if you simplify this, you will get 3. So the formula can be MCl3. Methods of expressing concentration. So what is this? Suppose if I take some water in a glass, 2 glasses let us say, I have added 1 spoon of sugar, 1 spoon of sugar and stirred it. I have added say some 2 spoons of sugar, 2 spoons of sugar. I have taken some 100 ml water here, 100 ml water here and stirred it properly. Which solution will be more sweeter? So the simple answer it is second one, because it contains more amount of sugar, right? So the amount of sugar per unit volume, right, here it is concentrated, we say it is more concentrated. The reason is it contains more amount of sugar per unit volume because you are dissolving more amount. To express these concentrations, there are different methods, right? There are different methods. So let us see what are the different methods. Percentage methods like weight by weight percentage, weight by volume percentage, volume by volume percentage, weight by weight percentage, weight by volume percentage, volume by volume percentage, or ppm, parts per million, ppb, parts per billion. Next, molarity, normality, molality, mole fraction, So these are the different ways in which you can express the concentration. So we will study the percentage methods first, then we will go for remaining. So percentage or nothing but mass fraction. Total weight lo particular compound yokka weight enta. Total weight lo particular compound yokka weight enta. Nothing but mass fraction. Fraction of total weight of the compound we call it as mass fraction. So first weight by weight percentage. Weight by weight percentage. Simply we write W by W. Suppose let us assume a solution contains solute plus solvent. Like just now we have prepared a solution, we have taken 100 ml water, we dissolve some sugar. Water will be present in large quantity compared to sugar. The substance which is present in less quantity we call it as solute. The substance which is present in relatively large quantity we call it as solvent, right? So we take water, 1 liter water, say we have added 1 spoon sugar. Compared to this mass, the mass of sugar is less. This is present in less quantity, this we call it as solute. So substance which is present in less quantity solute, which is present in large quantity we call it as solvent. So this is simple based upon the mass we have classified. So a solution can be prepared, right, by taking a solute and solvent. Solute means the one which is present in less quantity, solvent the one that is present in large quantity. So in shortcut I am representing solute with letter B, solvent with letter A. So first weight by weight percentage of solute. Weight by weight percentage of solute. So out of the total weight, what is the weight of solute? What is the mass fraction of solute? So how to define this? This is defined as weight of solute in grams by total weight. Total weight means total weight is nothing but weight of solution. Weight of solution in grams. Since it is percentage, multiply with 100. So it is simply mass fraction. Total weight lo din weight enta. What I can write weight of solution? Weight of solution is nothing but weight of solute plus weight of solvent. Weight of solute in grams by weight of solute in grams plus weight of solvent in grams, or weight equal to what? Volume into density. So weight of solution is nothing but volume into density. I can also write like that. Weight of solute in grams by volume of solution in ml into density of solution. Density of solution in grams per ml into 100. So this is how you can define weight by weight percentage of solute. Similarly, you can write for weight by volume percentage of weight by weight percentage of solvent. So total weight lo solvent weight enta. What is the mass fraction of solvent? Total weight lo solvent yokka weight enta. So in the same way, weight of solvent in grams by weight of solution in grams into 100. Weight of solvent in grams by weight of solution in grams into 100. You can write in this two form also, no problem. So I am writing here weight of solvent in grams by weight of solute in grams plus weight of solvent in grams into 100, or weight of solvent in grams by volume of solution in grams into density of solution in grams per ml into 100. Suppose if solution has only solute and solvent, then what is the sum of these two? Weight by weight percentage of solute plus weight by weight percentage of solvent. Add these two, what I will get? I will get 1. So make a note of that. Sum of the weight by weight percentage, or simply we can call mass fractions of all components in a system, in a solution, must be equal to 1. If I add this plus this, weight by weight percentage of solute plus weight by weight percentage of solvent, you must get 1. Sum of the mass fractions of all components must be always equal to 1. Next, this is the first point. Second point, what is the effect of temperature? If I increase the temperature, masses are not affected. If I increase the temperature, if you take the solution and heat it, right, if you change the temperature, mass is not affected, volume, density are affected. Volume and densities are affected. But in this, if you see, there is no mass. Here you may have volume, right, here volume, but correspondingly density also changes such that the product remains same. So in the case of mass fraction or weight by weight percentage, temperature has no effect because masses do not change. So temperature has no effect on weight by weight percentage because masses do not change on weight by weight percentage. That is the second point. Let us take one example. 10% aqueous, 10%. What percentage? Generally they will mention whether it is weight by weight, weight by volume, volume by volume, like this, W by W, that means weight by weight, weight of component to that of weight of total weight. 10% weight by weight, aqueous in. Next, weight by volume percentage. Numerator W, weight, denominator V, volume. Weight by volume percentage. So in the last class we have studied that a solution equal to solute plus solvent. So let us say weight by volume percentage of solute. Weight by volume percentage of solute. So this is equal to, defined as weight, numerator is weight of solute in grams, denominator volume of solution in ml. Since percentage multiplying with 100. So weight of solute in grams to that of volume of solution in ml into 100. Alright. So this is how we can define weight by volume percentage of solute. You can also define weight by volume percentage of solvent. Same way, weight of solvent by volume of solution into 100. Now effect of temperature. Remember, when you change the temperature, mass or weight remains constant, whereas volume of solution changes, volume and density changes. but mass change is negligible, so does not change, does not change. So with the change in temperature, mass do not change, but volume and density changes. Now weight numerator do not change, but volume of solution changes. Therefore, right, best example, suppose if we are heating milk in a bowl, ఒక బౌల్లో మిల్క్ హీట్ చేస్తే when you keep on heating, what happens, the volume of the milk increases. మిల్క్ పాలు అనేది పొంగుతాయి, అంటే వాల్యూమ్ పెరుగుతుంది. సో విత్ ఇంక్రీజ్ ఇన్ టెంపరేచర్ వాల్యూమ్ ఇంక్రీజెస్. సో because of that, weight by volume percentage of weight by volume percentage concentration will change, because when you increase temperature, right, liquid will boil, right. Because of this, temperature will affect weight by volume percentage numerical value. It will not affect weight by weight percentage, but it affects weight by volume percentage. So this is the first note, right. Second one, let us take one example. 10% weight by volume aqueous NaCl. First, what is aqueous NaCl? Aqueous NaCl, there are two components. Aqueous means water. In this we are dissolving NaCl. So in a container I take some amount of water, known amount of water. In this we are dissolving NaCl. So this is weight of the one that is present in less quantity. Usually this solid, this we call it as solute. Now this is solvent, liquid is solvent, water is solvent. So W represent weight of solute, V represent volume of the solution, volume of the solution. So 10% aqueous NaCl, weight by volume means 10 grams, this is weight of solute, 10 grams of NaCl, 10 grams of NaCl in volume of solution. Percentage, therefore you have to assume denominator as 100. In 100 ml solution, not water, in 100 ml solution, 10 grams of NaCl is dissolved in 100 ml of solution. Now note 3, weight by volume percentage of solute by weight by weight percentage of solute. Just now we have studied the meaning of weight by volume percentage of solute, so I am just applying that definition. So what is weight by volume percentage of solute? Weight of solute in grams by volume of solution in ml into 100. Next, weight by weight percentage of solute. This we have studied in the last class. So how to define? Weight of solute in grams, weight of solute in grams by weight of solvent, solution, weight of solution in grams into 100. So I just taken the ratio of two known definitions, weight by volume percentage to that of weight by weight percentage. Now what I can do? I can cancel weight of solute, this point I can cancel. So this I can take to the numerator, weight of solution by volume of solution, 100 will be cancelled. So what I will get is weight of solution in grams by volume of solution in ml. Okay, this anyway it is cancelled. What is weight by volume? This is nothing but density of solution in grams per ml. So in short, what I can write here is weight by volume percentage of solute equal to weight by weight percentage of solute into density of solution. Weight by volume percentage equal to weight by weight percentage into density of solution. That is note 3. So let us study one more definition, that is volume by volume percentage. Volume by volume percentage of solute equal to, both must be expressed in volume. So this is volume of solution, volume of solute in grams by volume of solution in, volume cannot be in grams, extremely sorry, volume of solute in ml by volume of solution in ml into 100. Both are expressed in volumes. Since volume changes with the temperature, temperature changes, temperature has effect on volume by volume percentage. Volume by volume percentage depends on temperature because volume of solution changes with temperature. Therefore, depends on temperature. The next concentration method is ppm. We call it as parts per million. Parts per million, ppm. Right. When we use this method to express very dilute concentrated solutions, a solution where the amount of solute is very small, negligible amount, right. Now how do you define? As the name indicates, right, a part in a million, right. So million means 10 power 6, same as weight by weight percentage. Instead of 100, here we multiply with 10 power 6 to make the number significant. If you generally take weight by weight percentage, the number is very small, appears to be insignificant, but when you multiply with a 10 power 6, the number appears to be significant. So let us first define ppm of solute, same as weight by weight percentage. So this is weight of solute in grams, weight of solute in grams by weight of solution in grams, same as the weight by weight percentage. Instead of 100, here we multiply with 10 power 6, a part of a million. So the purpose of multiplying with 10 power 6 is to make this number significant, to make this ratio to be significant. If you multiply with 100, it appears to be very small, insignificant or negligible amount. But that small amount is sufficient to cause considerable chemical effect. Therefore, we express a very dilute solutions in ppm, parts per million. Let us do some problems. 250 grams of a solution contains 20 grams of solute. So what we got? Weight of solution, weight of solute. Determine the strength of solution. You have to find weight by volume percentage. So this is the equation. Weight by volume percentage of solute is equal to weight of solute in grams by volume of solution sorry, this is weight by weight percentage, not weight by volume, weight by weight percent, right. So weight of solution in grams, weight of solute in grams is 20, directly it is given. Weight of solution is also given into 100, so 0.04 times you will get 8, so 8%. Coming to the next one, 120 ml of solution contains, so volume of solution is given, number of moles of solute is given, of course its molecular weight is also given. We have to find weight by volume percentage, right. So convert this number of moles into weight. How do you find number of moles into weight? Same formula, number of moles equal to weight by molecular weight. Number of moles is given, molecular weight is given, you have to find weight of solute. So let us find weight of solute in grams equal to number of moles into gram molecular weight of solute. So number of moles is 0.02, gram molecular weight 60 grams per mole. So I think 0.6 to the 12, 1.2 grams. This is the weight of solute. Next, what we have to find? Weight by volume percentage. Weight by volume percentage of solute is equal to weight of solute in grams by volume of solution in ml into 100. So volume of solution is given, weight of solute is 1.2 grams, volume of solution is 120 ml into 100. So you will get grams per ml. 1 0 cancels, 12 by 12 it is 1%. 1% gram per ml. Next question, the strength of a solution of density of solution is given 1.2 grams per ml is 10% weight by weight. So weight by weight percentage is given, density of solution is given. Express the strength, that means concentration, in weight by volume percentage. So what is the relation between these? Already we have just now studied weight by volume percentage of solute is equal to weight by weight percentage of solute into density of solution. Density of solution. So substitute the values, weight by weight percentage 10, this is 1.2, so you will get 12% weight by volume. Coming to the next one, the strength of a solution is given, of course it is 0.002% weight by volume. You have to express in ppm. So what is the meaning of ppm? First, let us find the meaning of this 0.002% weight by volume. So this is weight of solute, this is volume of solution. So what I can write, what is the weight of solute? 0.002 grams of solute in 100 ml solution. 100 ml solution. So this is the meaning of 0.002% weight by volume. See this weight by weight, sorry, one second. So directly we can write weight, otherwise they have to give density. So here it becomes 100 grams. So the strength of solution is 0.002% weight by weight. express it in ppm. If it is in volume, then they have to provide density. Since density is not given, I am considering it as weight, or consider density equal to 1. If density is 1, then weight will be equal to volume. Weight equal to volume into density. If volume is given, density should be provided, then only we can calculate weight. Right. So, ppm of solute. Weight of solute, that is 0.002 grams by weight of solution 100 grams into 10 power 6. So, what we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, you will get 20 ppm. Right. Coming to the next question, the fluoride concentration in a sample of toothpaste. So, the toothpaste which we are using to clean our teeth, alright, while brushing is given 500 ppm. What is the mass of fluoride present in the tube of toothpaste containing 200 grams of paste? So, ppm value is given, weight of the paste, that is, we should consider it as solution. You have to find fluoride ion concentration. So, here the toothpaste contains paste, fluoride ions in paste. So, this fluoride ion is solute, fluoride ion is solute. So, ppm of fluoride ion in toothpaste is equal to weight of F minus ion in grams by weight of paste in grams into 10 power 6. So, we require weight of fluoride ion. So, cross multiply, this is 500 ppm into weight of paste is 200 grams by 10 power 6. So, 5 into 10, approximately we will get 0.1 grams. Strength of solution in grams per liter. What is this? This is weight of solute in grams in liter of solution. So, here volume we are expressing in liters. So, amount of substance, nothing but solute in grams present in liter of a solution, This we call it as strength of solution in grams per liter. So, what I can write here, strength of solution in grams per liter is nothing but weight of substance, nothing but solute only, in grams by volume of solution in liters. Volume of solution in liters. Always volume may not be given in liters. If it is given in ml, how to solve it? Suppose if I take 1000 ml, it is considered as 1 liter. If I take 500 ml, it is considered as 0.5 liters. If I have V ml, then how many liters I will get? You have to divide this by 1000. 1000 by 1000, 1. 500 by 1000, 0.5. V in ml by 1000. You will get volume in liters. So, volume in liters is nothing but volume in ml by 1000. So, what I can write here? Weight of solute in grams by volume of solution in ml by 1000. So, by 1000 is nothing but into 1000. Both are same. So, let us go for next method of expressing concentration, right, that is molarity.